Hey everybody, Mr. Krypto here. Good day to all. The purpose of this episode really is for Mr. Krypto to talk a little bit about Bitcoin. What makes Bitcoin what it is today? As you can see here, let's refresh this again. Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen, is at 7,821.60. How did Bitcoin make it up here? Okay, that's a question I'd like to ask everyone. And this episode really is addressed to the average people like me, because I've been introduced to Bitcoin way back 2014, but because I was intimidated and the terminology that were being used at that time, mining, staking, those were the things that really made me think, how am I going to do that? What do I know about computers? Because, I know the basics in computers, but, what about the average people? What about those that don't even know how to operate a computer, right? It's so intimidating, right? It's so intimidating. And that's the reason why I've decided to make this video to talk to the majority, to talk to the masses, to understand Bitcoin. As you can see, the title of this video is Bitcoin, How Roadmap to Accumulating as Much as You Want. How can one accumulate Bitcoin if the cost of Bitcoin today is 7,821? I mean, that's a question that's if someone came up to me and said to me, let's go into Bitcoin, let's buy Bitcoin, and he tells me that the cost of Bitcoin today is 7,821, I'd probably just push that person away and say to him, stay away from me. Where am I going to get 7,821 to buy one Bitcoin? That's what I wanted to ask today. And that's the reason why I'd like to really just click on Bitcoin right now so we can understand the basics of Bitcoin. Now, we all know that Bitcoin only has 21 million maximum supply. Now, the circulating supply is already 16,684,000. So in other words, this has already been mined. Okay? What's left is maybe 3.5 to 4 million to be mined. So the question is, what happens after that, right? What happens when Bitcoin runs out? Okay, let's do a little background on Bitcoin. Okay, one day, this is what we have. Okay, this is what's going on in Bitcoin today, right? A lot of action, a little resistance here and there, but a lot of action. Okay, let's look at Bitcoin in the last 7 days. Now again, Bitcoin just came from a war with Bitcoin Cash. Okay, it was a competition. It was a war. They call it a war. I don't know why, but it's like calling it the last man standing or the last cryptocurrency standing. This is in the last 7 days. As you can see here, they've worked their way up, and today they're up in 7,800. Now I'm going to fast forward and look at the story of Bitcoin in the last maybe 4 years. Okay? Because this is really critical, especially for the average person. Someone who knows nothing about cryptocurrency. Now, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. In 2013, Bitcoin was right here. Okay? Priced at $123 in 2013. As we continue to work our way up into the years coming, Bitcoin started creeping up to 357 in 2014. Let's fast forward to 2016, just to give you a little background, because I've said this in my previous videos, that in 2016 they were up in 550, and you'll see it here, July of 2016, 578. And finally, into 2017, right? That's when they creeped up to going into 1,000, okay, in January 2017. So in other words, in the last 4 years, ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin worked hard to be where they're at today. That's how I see it in a layman's term. They worked hard to be where they're at today. Okay. Now the question I have, which is probably the question of most of you out there who know very little to none about cryptocurrency, is how did Bitcoin make it up to where it's at today? I think Bitcoin's going to go up to 8,000 today. That's just what I think. Okay. And I won't be surprised. So if we go back real quick into the market cap and click on all, let's answer the question. And this is just Mr. Crypto's analysis. If Bitcoin only have 21 million supply, then that means when they run out, there's no more Bitcoin, right? That's why the price is going to go up to, as experts say, 75, 100, 500,000 per Bitcoin, you know, in the coming years, maybe 3, 5, 10 years down the road. So what made Bitcoin where they're at today? I think it's all these coins, okay? It's all these coins that we see today. There are thousands of coins today, folks. And what's the relationship? Well, the relationship is for you to buy an altcoin or a cryptocurrency, you have to buy Bitcoin first. So in other words, you can't buy these coins, at least as they started, you can't buy these coins without having a Bitcoin in your blockchain wallet. So personally, I think what pushed Bitcoin up into the pedestal lane are all the coins that came out in 2017. Okay, I'm going to give you a quick example. I like using Bitconnect as an example, as a cryptocurrency that is so dependent on Bitcoin. Okay, look at this chart right here. It's up there. Okay, Bitconnect is 299 right now. Okay, let's just take a look at Bitcoin. The chart of Bitcoin is up there. Okay, but Bitcoin is 7,792. In other words, without Bitcoin, in my opinion, Bitconnect is not going to make it. Okay, without Bitcoin. So I look at Bitconnect as a child, a son or a daughter. You know how it is when you have a son or a daughter, when they're born, you got to nurture them, you got to take care of them, you got to feed them, right? And they get to a point where they begin to walk, and you hold them by the hands, and you want to make sure they don't fall. You know, I look at Bitconnect and all other coins out there like the child of Bitcoin, like the baby of Bitcoin. Bitcoin being the king, the father, right? That's how I see it. And again, I'm talking to the majority of the people out there that know nothing or very little about cryptocurrency. How can one afford to buy 7,792 worth of Bitcoin? And how can you accumulate that if you don't do anything, if you just hold on to that? Okay, you hold on to one Bitcoin and wait 10 years. So what do you do in between? Okay, I'm just going to keep working the 9 to 5, right? I'm just going to keep working my day job. I'm just going to keep working my minimum wage, right? Well, I don't think that's really the goal of an individual who delves into the cryptocurrency arena. If we call it, or I call it, a fair playing field, I want to know what's in it for me tomorrow. I want to know how much I can make if I delve into the cryptocurrency tomorrow or next week or next month. That's what I want to know. And that's what I'd like to share with you, ladies and gentlemen. Because if you delve into the cryptocurrency arena without knowledge on what to do, how to do, and when to do it, then just like me back in 2014, you're just going to go, no, I'll pass because I know nothing about it, right? So I'll give you an example. Many of you know, if you're subscribed to my channel, that I got into the cryptocurrency USI Tech in August 26th of 2017. I started with 50 BTC packages. Now I'm 191. Okay, and I'm already averaging, maybe, let me just show you real quick so at least we're all on the same page. This week alone, starting November 14, that's Monday, right? I did 2, and then on 15 I did 5. On the 16th I did 3. On the 17th I did 4, and then 2 on the 18th, right? And this video is being made on the 17th. Okay, so what does that mean to me? Well, that means income to me. I'm just not cashing it out because my goal is to reach 500 BTC package before I start to cash out. Okay, that's just one example. Again, USI Tech specialize in trading and also cloud mining. But now USI Tech is rolling out their own coin, which is called Tech Coin. As you can see here, 44 million has been sold already to how many people? Only 13,000 holders right now. Such a baby, right? Such a baby. So a lot of room, room for opportunity. And I guess most people out there are just intimidated, and they're consumed by the FUD, right? That's what everybody calls it in the internet and YouTube, FUD. Fear, uncertainty, and disbelief or doubt. That's what happens to the average person just like me back in 2014. That's what I had. I had fear, I had uncertainty, and I had doubts. But today I delved into the world of cryptocurrency. Right? I'm in. Right? I'm all in. Because now I understand. And probably what I understand is just enough for me to survive. Enough for me to make something every day. That's not bad. Okay? And that's what I'd like to do in this channel, in this video, is to touch those, touch the average people, touch the poor people. People that only have $100 or $300 or $500 to play with, and when they hear that Bitcoin is priced at 7,000, all of a sudden they're just dismayed. They're turned off. They're intimidated, so they stay away from it. Okay. Again, when you join USI Tech, you need Bitcoin. Okay. I'm just trying to prove a point, ladies and gentlemen. When you cash out from USI Tech, you cash out Bitcoin. As Mr. Krypto says all the time. Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out. Then I got into Bitconnect. Now, if you were one of the lucky ones that were there when Bitconnect did an ICO back in, I think, November or December of 2016, their coin was priced at 16 cents. Did they go through a lot of scrutiny? Oh, yeah. Just like Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen. They went through a lot of scrutiny. But no matter how much scrutiny they went through, today we can't deny that Bitconnect coin is priced at 296. So there are those that have turned out to be a millionaire today, less than a year, right? Because they sucked it in, meaning they accepted their defeat. They overcame their doubt, their fear, and their uncertainty. And today there's a lot of millionaires out there because of Bitconnect via Bitcoin, right? Because you can't join Bitconnect if you don't have Bitcoin. Wow, that's amazing. So I joined Bitconnect in August 30 and started to make my daily interest in September 1. Now I'm averaging maybe about 120, 150 a day with Bitconnect. Okay? Without recruiting, folks. This is not about recruiting. This is about truly understanding how to monetize the power of being in a fair playing field of the cryptocurrency world. How do we monetize? Okay? Now, so obviously I missed the ICO for Bitconnect. Now let's go to Regal Coin. Regal Coin I missed by days. I joined Regal Coin on October 3. I think they closed their ICO in September 30. So I heard about them on the 28th, I think, but I was still going through fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So I didn't do anything. And finally, October 3, I made a decision. I put in $960 in Regal Coin using what? Bitcoin again, ladies and gentlemen. Bitcoin enabled for me to buy Regal Coin. The only thing is, as many of you know now, I went ahead and put in that 960 right away in my Regal Coin total lending wallet. Okay, so my active deposit as of today is now 1870, and I've made 961 a little over 30 days. Again, I used Bitcoin to join Regal Coin. Okay, so those were the three companies that I promoted and endorsed, not for the purposes of recruiting, but to share with you my journey. You know, I get passionate when I talk about these things, because you're witnessing my journey. You're witnessing my journey, and I've created over 60 videos in the last 45 days. Why? Because I'm honored. I'm excited. I'm thrilled that because of the king of cryptocurrency, okay, I now had the opportunity of delving into the cryptocurrency arena. Did I have the money to buy 1, 2, 3, 5 Bitcoins? No, I don't. That's the reason why I started slow, right? I went through USI Tech, and then I went into Bitconnect, and then I went into Regal Coin. But you see, in the last 60 days, folks, I've learned, and I continue to learn every day. I've learned that even if I only had, because as you know, in USI, I put in 3,000 to buy 50 BTC packages. In Bitconnect, I put in 2,600 to go into the lending program. And in Regal Coin, I put in 960. But I want to continue on by sharing with you as I continue on this journey. If you've been following me, then you know my story in HextraCoin. Again, I did a video on HextraCoin and Falcon Coin several weeks ago, maybe two weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. And it came to a point where buying the coin for Hextra was limited to $200 a day. I mean, 200 coins a day. They've limited it so much. And I was lucky enough to buy me 200 coins. This 5 that you see, I just purchased it early this week because I was just really excited and I wanted to purchase more, and I had $80 in my blockchain wallet. So what I did is I purchased this 2 weeks ago, and when they opened, I did a video about HextraCoin opening earlier than they said. Folks, today the 200 coins I purchased is now valued at 5,931. Is it because of anything else? Well, it's because of one thing in my understanding. It's because of this guy right here, Bitcoin. Okay? Because Bitcoin continues to go up, and as you can see here, the chart, it's amazing because they're holding on. It can either go up or down. Now, I'm not a fortune teller, but I can only hope that this continues to work its way up, because it is working its way up. As you can see, my value, the value of my 205 coins is now at 5,903. Now, how much did I invest here? $200. Well, 280 now because of this 5 coins. Okay? Because I was lucky enough to get into the ICO. What is ICO? Initial Coin Offering. So here's what I think. Here's what I see. All these companies that are coming out, it's too early for me to decide whether they're a scam or not, whether they're a Ponzi scheme or not. It's too early for me to decide. And if I don't make a decision, and if I can't overcome my own fear, then I'm just going to continue watching it. Just like what I did way back 2014, 2015, 2016, and then 2017 finally. Okay? So it's too early for me to figure out which company is a scam, which company is not. Well, let's put it this way. Okay? I'm going to use this as an example real quick. Based on this chart right here, HextraCoin has already collected in the last 24 hours 3,500 Bitcoins. Bitcoin in, okay? They have already collected worth $27 million, okay, US dollars of Bitcoin in exchange to HextraCoin is what we get it. Now, I know there will always be a lot of talks out there. HextraCoin is a scam. Bitconnect is a scam. Regal Coin is a scam. USI Tech is a scam, right? Everybody, every company is guilty as charged until proven innocent. That's how I see it. Well, again, I speak here on this video, speaking for myself on Mr. Krypto's journey. I'm accepting my defeat even when these companies disappear tomorrow. I'm accepting my defeat. As I have said before in my other videos, everything is good until it is not. That's just the way I see life. Everything is good until it is not. And so with that said, did I get lucky? Maybe I did. I was able to purchase 200 coins. Okay, so now another ICO that I talked about a little bit about 2 weeks ago was Falcon Coin. And Falcon Coin last night, ended their ICO. Okay, so if you missed the Falcon Coin ICO, it's okay, but you missed it already, right? You just wait until they open the platform for the lending. But what I see here is the roadmap to accumulating as many Bitcoins as we want is keeping an eye on the ICOs. I know I've said in my previous video that November is going to be a very busy month because of all the ICOs coming out. Now, a company that comes out and are able to collect money, able to raise funds for their project, in my understanding, if they're a scam company, they'll disappear. So I don't need to mention any companies. They'll disappear. They're not going to stick around, okay? They're not going to stick around like Bitconnect for 1 year to scam people. That's just my understanding. They're not going to stick around like USI Tech for more than a year now just to scam people and coming up with their own coin called Tech Coin. If these companies are scam, they would have disappeared a year ago when they collected the money. That's just how I see it. Same thing in Regal Coin. If this company is a scam, I don't think they're gonna try to create events, every is it every 3 months or 6 months? There's an upcoming event in Thailand. They've collected enough Bitcoin, in my opinion, that they don't need to stick around. They can just disappear. And there are several companies that have done that, folks. Several companies that have done that. That's the reason why we need to be very careful. That's the reason why Mr. Krypto says all the time, be vigilant. So I don't want to take any more of your time. I wanted to really create this video just so I can reach out to the average people and make you understand that delving into the cryptocurrency arena is not about recruit. Delving into the cryptocurrency arena, in my understanding, is first get the opportunity of joining an ICO, an initial coin offering, a company that's just about to roll out. Okay? And you can get in there with $100, $200, $300, $500, $1,000, whatever it is that you're willing to lose. Okay? I've already shown you my experience in HextraCoin ICO. My 200 coins, $200, because I bought it at $1, turned into now 5,852. Even when I decide to stop and put it in the lending platform, I can do that too. But for now, I want to see Bitcoin go up to 8,000. I'm really, really intrigued whether or not Bitcoin is gonna make it to 8,000. So, with that said, folks, all these coins, all these cryptocurrency, in my opinion, until such time that they can stand on their own, will be dependent on Bitcoin. That's just how I see it. And that's the reason why I'm very honored to have this very little understanding about Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency world. Because all these coins that you're seeing here, folks, are all here because of Bitcoin, if I'm not mistaken. and I hope I'm not. Look at Bitconnect, 299. Okay, so ICO first. If you only have very little amount of money that you can play with in the cryptocurrency arena, and then let it open and let it stake, let it stay in the wallet until it goes up to a certain amount, to the point of your up to the point that you're confident. And again, I'm not suggesting you watch your computer 24/7. I'm just saying, when I finally opened HextraCoin, because I was so busy working with USI Tech and Bitconnect and Regal Coin, when I opened HextraCoin early this week, I just saw it up into $12. And I was excited because I knew I had 200 coins. So ICO first if you don't have a lot of money. If you have a lot of money, then going into the lending program, I think, is one of the best things that ever happened in the cryptocurrency world. Because of the lending program, this is just my analysis, because of the lending program that Bitconnect, I think, is the pioneer, is the original. Bitconnect is the original, probably the first company that offered not just mining, not just staking, but the lending, which is a word that I was very familiar with. Like I told you, whenever people talk to me about mining and staking, I was just intimidated. But when I saw Bitconnect's lending program, I understand lending. Oh, you mean to tell me I'll be the one to lend them money? Oh, wow, that's good. What do I get in return? Okay, that's where the volatility comes in. Okay, can you imagine that, folks? You see how I wish I understood these things back in 2014, but again, the cryptocurrency lending didn't come in until 2017. Okay, so I think Bitconnect being the pioneer, the original, then also Bitconnect would be, in my opinion, the king in the lending program of cryptocurrency. So I lend Bitconnect money, and this is what I get paid every day. Is this based from new money coming from new people signing up? Or is this based from how they say it here, Bitcoin volatility software? You see, the choice is yours. You can believe whatever it is you want to believe. At the end of the day, only you would realize if you made the right decision or not. And Mr. Krypto says all the time that I'm willing to accept my defeat if and when it is no longer good. But for now, everything I see is good. And that's the reason why I wanted to share all this information with you. So make sure that if you haven't yet subscribed to Mr. Krypto, make sure to click on subscribe below and also the bell. And if you like the content, I would appreciate a thumbs up. This is how I continue to create videos, and of course, I'm excited to roll out the next video coming out with the new ICOs for those of you who have missed out on all these ICOs. HextraCoin, Electrocoin, well, not Electrocoin. Electrocoin is nowhere to be found for now, so I created a video for them, but they're nowhere to be found for now. And that's the reason why I said a while ago, a scamming company or a company that's a goal is to scam, they'll take the money and run right away. They'll take the money and run right away. But I didn't write them off because, again, they may be working on their end before they roll out. No different from Falcon Coin. They worked on their end for 1 week. No different from Electroneum, a great company in my opinion. They're working on their end for about a month, right? They rolled out the blockchain November 1. So we're looking at maybe towards the end of this month and beginning of December, they will open up. But I gave an update also on Electroneum, being one of the company that I'm looking forward to seeing hit the moon. Okay, and I think that's it. That's it. I'm very excited, and I hope that the content of this video gave you a little information. Once again, Mr. Krypto here. Peace to all.